Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome for round 2 of the Corner Cutting Championship as we make our way to Bar for the Sac Grand Prix. Wait, no. We're making our way to Sac for the Bar Grand Prix. Yes, there we go. I hope everyone is having a wonderful time, and if you're not, well, suck it up, fuckers, and start having a good time. So, as I mentioned, we're at Sac, and Sac is a pretty cool track, right? Exhibit A. Well, I mean, Exhibit A is the only exhibit, so just exhibit. Now, you've got this thing here, right? It's quite annoying. People call it a corner. We're going to ignore it, and we're going to be turning here. It's like a little passageway that connects to turn 2. It's really cool. However, the key thing to remember here at SAC for the Bar Grand Prix is the fact that the track is really fucking shitty. Like, there's a lot of bumps off track. Like, a lot of bumps. Like, you cut the corner and the whole car goes... Like, honestly, that actually happens. It's also super slippery. And I did say last time that Australia was a really difficult track to corner cut because you're on grass most of the time when you're corner cutting. I actually think Bahrain might be a little bit trickier, to be serious here. So I think we're going to see a lot of entertainment out on circuit. It's going to be fun. It's going to be absolute carnage as well. And I can't wait to see how things will pan out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've currently got 9 drivers in the drivers' briefing room. And they're going to be very excited to get to hear my voice because it's what they live for. So with that note, we're going to be throwing to our hot lap video. And when we return, we will be back with drivers' briefing. And we will then jump on into qualifying. So stay tuned for more here for the Corner Cutting Championship. Hello nitwits and dumbasses, and welcome to the Sakhir track for the Bar Grand Prix. You're probably thinking this is Sakhir and the Bahrain Grand Prix. Well, it's a Corner Cutting Championship, so I'm cutting random syllables out of the name. So it's the Sac track and the Bar Grand Prix. Now, as you start your lap, you want to be braking for turn 1 at about 150 meters, turning in super early, just clipping a bit of the AstroTurf and carrying as much momentum as you can. And you can already see we are 4 seconds up of that really horrible normal lap time, braking at 100 meters down for what is effectively turn 3. Use up all of the track on a corner exit and now cut across the S's, but you have to be careful not to run on the curb when rejoining the track as it unsettles the car, braking nice and late down into the right-hander. We missed the apex slightly, and well, the track over the curb is inviting, but you don't want to take it. You do, though, on the run into the double left-hander, trail braking as always down to second gear, and short shift up into third. The back end always wants to step out until you really get up at the speedo. Now down for the long left-hander, you want to cut across it, let the car out wide, pretty much onto the curb, and you're going to cut through all of this long right-hander, let the car out wide so you can get a nice flowing run into the penultimate corner of the circuit. Let the car all the way out on a corner exit, and we are now 7 seconds up. Keep the car over to the left. You make your way into the final corner, dropping it down into 5th gear, back on the power as early as you can. Let the car out and just skim the gravel on a corner exit. Open up the DRS to complete a 1:17.5 here at the Bar Grand Prix.
So that was a 1:17.5 at Bahrain, and you're probably wondering, what setup did you use, Milky? Well, I tell you what, you guys said, oh, Milky doesn't know how to do a good setup last time in Australia. So you know what, guys? Fuck you, you don't get a setup this time. We've got more pressing matters at hand. More specifically, why is blood pressing into the top of my head? It's because I'm upside down, and to be honest, I have no fucking idea why. Maybe I'm a bat. But either way, the circuit at Bahrain in corner cutting is very difficult. You have to cut lots of corners. No fucking surprises there. But when you do, there are lots of bumps. There's even gravel in some random places. But I'm starting to run out of oxygen, so on that note, good luck guys. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Drivers briefing. Welcome back, guys. That was a track guide. Okay. Could you... There we go. I still haven't muted him. He's a fucking idiot, that guy. Alright. Let's be honest, it's not really surprising that Reed did that anyway. Okay, just to remind everyone, short qualifying at the end of quali, leave the lobby, I'll invite you in for the race. Race is 50% minus 1 lap, so on the final lap you can... Oh, 25%, 25%, yes. See? See, people... So, I was testing you, okay? It's still set as 25% on the actual lobby. Yeah, so 25% minus 1 lap, and the reason for that, for those people who haven't done it yet, is just so that you can run whatever tire you want. You don't have to use the tires that you set your fast lap on qualifying with, and you only have to use 1 set of tires in the race. You can use more if you want. Right, I need to do the fucking goddamn screen share thing. Where is it? Wait, did I close Chrome? Hang on. Yes, there we go. Wait, why am I... hang on. I got this. I'll make it work. There we go. Right. Okay. As you can see, I'm screen sharing track maps. Ooh. Okay. So, you're pretty much... No. Okay, so you're pretty much cutting every single corner on the circuit. Turn 4, turn 8, you don't really cut. If you do, good luck. Just remember, same thing as Australia. If you've got someone alongside you, don't turn in expecting that they're going to be taking the exact same line. So make sure if you've got an idiot alongside you, aka WG, be sensible like Recreate was and not turn into him. And then I can actually give WG a penalty because he's already on a warning. Aside from that, not really anything to mention. It's really freaking difficult off circuit, so you're going to be losing your back ends, and just make sure not to run into someone else once they've binned it, etc. Can we do the what? Which one's that? Oh, the short circuit. No. I mean, you can't cut that bit. There's a barrier in the way. Jesus. You're toxic. Okay. So yeah. Don't turn into people who are alongside you. Same as before. If you aren't planning on cutting a corner, make sure you're not on the inside. Otherwise, I'll give you big bad boy penalty. But... yes. If you run into the back of someone, that is on you. Remember, people will be braking very early for turn 1 because you can cut that hugely. And you want to be braking somewhere between about 200 to 150 meters. If you brake check them in the middle of the straight, I will give you a race ban. Okay? Right. Who needs an invite to the lobby? Off. Right. Any other questions? Anything anyone wants to bring up? Oh, actually, yeah, that brings it a good point. If you want to take people out, as long as that person is happy with it, I honestly couldn't care. As I've said before, I'm only going to investigate incidents that are reported by the drivers involved. Yeah. Wait. Is it not written down? Hang on, let me take a look. Driver lineup. Fister is in Racing Point with Pesa. Yeah, you were evil. Wait, hang on, wait. I put Fister twice in the fucking lineup. Wait, hang on. I'm pretty sure it was Vivota in Mercedes. I mean, if you want to switch teams, you can. Like, oh yeah. Ah, okay, yeah, I see. Okay, right. Okay. Is there anyone in here who isn't in the lobby? Cool. Everyone's in the lobby. In that case, yeah. Ready up. Have fun. Willie. Yeah. You're a dough. Right. Yeah, have fun. And I'll re-invite you in for the race soon. Right. Bye, guys. Have fun. Wait. I'll consider it. I'll take it under advisement. Right. Good luck. Right. I left them. And that means that they can actually start. They've already started readying up, so let's see how this one goes. Where's my OBS? Aha! I found OBS! Ha ha ha! I had them muted. They were muted that entire time. Ha! I didn't realize that. Okay. Now, we've got our special guest, who is going to be making a very important statement. Now, hang on. Oh, greatest race driver of all time, who shall win this race?
The victor.
Wow, truly inspiring words are coming through from our race expert analysis person thing. Oh, dearie me. Did my camera just break? How the my camera just broke. The camera's dead, boys. The camera do be dead. So on that note, then let's just get right on in, shall we? We got 10 drivers out on circuit. So that's not a bad grid. We had about 14 for Australia. I don't know what happened to the likes of Chegwin and Joff. Hang on. Okay, drivers starting to make their way out of the pits. Everyone on soft tyres, as we're already seeing a Racing Point completely screwing themselves over. I think Technovin is the first person out. No, there is a Racing Point slightly further up the road. It is a Pesto. Oh, whoever is driving has dodging skills of a god, says Outlaw. Outlaw, why are you not in the chat, bruv? Oh, look at that. Peso. Peso's deleting the barriers. This is smart. This is very smart from Peso. He knows that he has to remove the barriers. Why is my focus output too high? Okay. So Peso's removing the barriers just to screw everyone else over. We should be seeing a certain Red Bull not too far behind. Right, here we go then for Peso to start his hot lap. I think we're expecting, what was that, 16s to be coming through here at the Sakhir track. And let's see how Peso can start off his lap. Let's see how late he dares break a 4 turn 1. Cutting as much of the grass as he can. He gets a very smooth run. Doesn't lose any traction either on corner exit. Pull the car all the way over to the left on the run down towards what is effectively turn 2. Again, just understeering that a little bit at corner apex, but you can use up all of the track. Now, on the run through the S is nice and clean. How much track does Peso want to use? A lot of a circuit. And he won't cut the corner either. Will use more of the track on exit, which you can do, but as you see, you can lose the back end as a result. Nice wide entry line down into the double left-hander. connecting up all of the track on corner exit. You can really see the Racing Point battling with the rear end, battling to get the car turned in and keeping it stable into the long left-hand. And that's an interesting line from Basil, but he has to be careful because there is that little bit of gravel on a corner exit. Either way, this is looking like a decent lap time from the man who took a pole last time out in Australia, was only able to secure P2 in the race itself, as there is a spun car, not quite sure what it's doing. Through the final corner comes the Peso, has to lift out of it to avoid understeering into the gravel, and across the line of 1:18.0. Let's see what Sandro can pull out. 18.0 the benchmark time. Technovin will be completing his lap soon. Recreate 2.7 seconds behind us. Oh, Willie G Bottle TV has, well, unsurprisingly, bottled it and is out of qualifying. How he's done that, I do not know. Water though, 23.6. Oh, he rides the curb, and that is always going to unsettle the car. Vista back in the pits, so he must have picked up some damage, maybe had a spin. Just under 14 minutes remaining. Matt's put in a 28.2. That's a really shit lap, to be honest. And Vavota an 18.7, not bad. Blue Wolf just pumping in a 19.9 for the McLaren. In pretty much no man's land, a second down of Vavota, second offer, or second ahead of Recreate, give or take. And Sandro not getting a very nice line through the right-hander on to the back straight. That will most certainly compromise him somewhat. One corner remaining then. 3 drivers who can still set a lap time. I mean 4 to be honest if you include Reed. Actually I think we need to ride on board with Reed. Let's see what Sandro can pull out as Reed really understeering out wide. Sandro puts in an 18.9. 2/10 off the pace. There are cars driving backward. Thankfully ghosting is on. And the mistake that Reed's making is the fact that he's just turning the steering wheel a bit too much, being a bit too aggressive. It's causing the car to understeer. Again, you can see it happening here. He's just putting so much lock on the wheel. It just causing the front end to drift out wide. Let's see what the Sector 2 Delta time is looking like. It needs to be gaining about 10 seconds to be putting in anything even remotely respectable. A second. Honestly, Reed, what the fuck are you doing? You're actually quicker at this track driving it normally. How can you be this bad? Technovin is on an outlap. Not looking good at the moment for the Red Bull boys. They're so shit, aren't they? Wait, hang on. Oh, wise man of the track, what are your words of wisdom?
When you mocked Matt for the 128, I didn't think anyone was going to do worse. And then Reed came along.
Actually, very wise words. Right, Technobin is about to start a lap. Wow. Matt left the session. He heard what you said. People in the chat, why the fuck are you so silent? Like, there needs to be more things happening in the chat. I don't like it. Either way, here comes Technovin to start his lap. One of 3 drivers who are yet to complete any lap. And Techno completely Okay, to be fair, Matt is on pad. Oh no, Techno, what's going on? He's carrying more speed into turn 2 than he's used to. And as a result, he drifts very wide. Oh no, you don't want to cut all of that, Techno! And he's learned the hard way. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here is a prime example of why you should watch the track guide. Because then you would know what is smart and what isn't. Should I jump into call with Techno and tell him that he's an idiot? Michael!
Oh, Techno, why
Michael, can you fucking learn how to cut corners properly?
Wait, what?
Can you learn how to cut corners properly?
Yeah, the issue is you've given me no racing line on the track where I have absolutely no idea where any of the
Hey!
points are.
Milky, Reed turned in on me. Ban him.
I mean, if you want to report him, you can.
He's gonna have to report himself, turned in on me.
I mean,
Yeah, I will have to report.
right, let's see how shit this lap is. It's a 23.4. It's faster than Matt, but it's still 3 seconds off the pace. Let's see if he can do better on his second lap. Oh, this time he doesn't really run that wide. Oh, he loses the back end. He catches it, but he loses it again. Oh, dearie, dearie me. He knows he can go backwards. Pesso's on a lap. Let's see what Pesso can pull out. He's a 10th up at the moment. Oh, the back end really wants to step out. You can pretty much drift all the way through that. It runs a bit wide on exit, and as a result, he skims right onto the gravel part of the outfield. And it fucks him. I don't think this will be an improvement for Pesso. We'll see whether Vavota can. And never mind, Pesso does improve. Definitely got another 2-3 tenths in the lap. Let's see from Vavota what the sector 1 time is looking like. He needs to find almost a second. He finds about 3 tenths in the first sector alone. Oh yes, boys, Joff is in. Let's go. Joff will have to start from the back of the grid, unfortunately. Actually, I don't know. It's qualifying, so I think he can go out. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. I think he will have to start from the back of the grid. Vista's retired from the session. So we have our third casualty. Vavota 2 tenths up, or runs wide on corner exit just like Pesso did. The support with Sandro Van Sandro. Whoa, you can see the upshifting on corner exit. The short shifting just to make sure the rear end doesn't step out like a nutcase. Right, Morton needs to find over a second. He needs to find about 3 tenths in this first sector, and he's lost 700. Not looking good. Sandro actually taking the proper line through the hairpin. That will certainly gain him some time. Down into the double left-hander. A little bit late on the turn-in. Back out. Back end really wanted to step out, but just kept it under control, did Walter. 2.5 tenths up. This should be enough to displace Vavota from the front row of the grid. Into the final corner we go then. Oh, just tapping the gravel. Whether that'll compromise him, we'll have to see. 18.3 across the line. P2 for Walter. What can Recreate pull out? He's making his way through the final corner. He's 7 tenths down. And Recreate will just head right on into the pits. Let's see what Reed can... How is his front wing still intact? That is rather impressive. Oh, look at this. Speedy Boy Joff has managed to get out during qualifying. He's got 6.5 minutes remaining. Apparently Joff is on pad. So we've got Joff, Matt, and I think it's just Joff and Matt who are on pad. Techno's on a lap. Let's see what Techno can pull out. Will he get the turning for turn 1 right? Whoa, just holds the rear. Almost made the same mistake that he did last time. Down towards turn 2. Ooh, cutting a bit too much curve, and that'll just skittle his car out wide. He's got one of the racing points up ahead to give him an idea of the line. 1.3 seconds. Techno's found in the first sector. A little bit too late on the brakes. Techno should be up with a Recreate and a Blue Wolf once he gets a hang of the circuit at the very least. Vota on another out lap. Pesso back on a hot lap. Right. Oh no, Techno's taking the wrong line. Oh, he touches! He touches the curb as well. Boom. He was 2 seconds up. That would have been 3 seconds up. Techno is on for a low 20. So Techno should be able to be right up there with Foxhound and Recreate once he gets his laps together. Peso's bottled it through the double right-hander. Very easy to do that. Just carry a bit too much speed. The back end steps out and you just slide all the way. What can Blue Wolf do? Blue Wolf actually going to dive into the pits. Speedy Joff is on a lap. I think he's struggling on pad at the moment. Is he on keyboard? No, he's not on keyboard. He is on pad. At the moment, it is Peso who leads the way. Techno actually went purple. Techno went purple in the middle sector despite spinning. Oh dearie me, Joff. Let's see what Vavota is pulling out. Making his way up downtown. Make my way downtown. I don't know the lyrics. Oh well. Vavota was the sector 1 delta, looking like 2/10 up for Vavota. This will bring him very close to Walter in the battle for the final front row spot. Don't forget, if anyone would like to get involved, you can. There's still spaces available for the race. So just join the Discord server. You can find the links to the Discord server on the entry form, which I believe is linked in the YouTube description. And if you're quick enough, we can get you in time for the race. You can join in time for the race, I should say. Let's see what this Vavota middle sector is. Oh, 5/10 up. Needs to find another 5/10 to jump ahead of Peso, but there should be just enough to jump him up at 2P2 ahead of Sandro. Recreates on a lap. He needs to find just over 3/10 to jump ahead of Foxhound. Very nice line from Vavota through the final corner, able to carry a lot of momentum across the line. And actually, Vavota loses time in the final sector. Recreates on a lap. Never mind, he's 7/10 down at the end of sector 1. What about Reed? Oh, that's very late on the brakes. And he pretty much does a Max Verstappen. No, he keeps it out of the wall, unlike Max Verstappen. I always knew Reed was better than Max Verstappen, to be honest. Max, if you're watching, take tips, take notes. Take tips? No, just take notes. I think Reed is definitely improving. Okay, but he's forgotten what his accelerator does. Let's see what Walter can pull through. Making his way through turn 1. I like saying making my way. Making my way. 2/10 up for the Belgian. Needs to find about 6/10 if he wants to jump ahead of Peso. Techno is also on a lap. We'll have to see whether he can find a purple middle sector once again. Nice late apex this time from Walter, and he's able, just gets a bit too much on the curb. And it unsettles the rear as he tries to put the power down. Sandro taking the racing line through the long left-hander. It's definitely one way to approach this part of the circuit. 3/10 up now for Sandro. Oh, has a moment with the back end. And after correction, ends up on the gravel. Sandro's going to have to go once more. Techno's going to have one more lap after this one. Don't bottle it here. That is not what you'd want to do. Oh no, it's the wrong line from Techno. He's 1.4 seconds up. But it's not going to be enough to close the gap to Recreate and Foxhound. Foxhound just putting in a 19.7, moving by a couple of tenths. What about Peso? He's just started a lap. We'll see Techno coming across the line. Should be a 21. 21.3, a second down on Recreate, and he can push for one more lap. Huh? Didn't what? Oh, yeah, I was ghosting. Right, what can Sandro pull out? He's 2/10 up, needs to find 6/10 to catch Peso. Good line through the double left-hander. Oh no. That's going to compromise him. Can't see what Peso's first sector's looking like. Oh, Sandra's given up. And destruction of the day goes to Malta. Reed hasn't improved, but you can see that there's still a bit of gravel on his tyres, so he's definitely had an off-road excursion at some point. What can Super Joff do? Last lap wonder then for the McLaren driver potentially. Your ERS Tier 4 unofficial champion. Of course, the official champion was Milky Serial. Oh no, Joff loses it, and Joff loses his wheel as well. Rip. Let's see if Techno can find some more time. We don't know what his Sector 2 Delta time was looking like. Did he improve? Oh no. It's Techno, we don't care anyway. Well, that's a P6 for Techno. Well, he's not Techno winning this league anyway. Nice. But it is yet another pole for Peso, who makes it 2 out of 2. Oh, I don't. I'm somewhat mental, to be honest. Oh, guys. My camera's working. You get to see my face again. Right, so with that said and done, we can now leave the multiplayer session and remake the lobby. So, it was Peso who was able to secure pole, unsurprisingly. He always seems to do this. How do I remove this map? There we go. Now you get to see my face. Hi, world. Vote. Oh, I should have invited Niels. I forgot to invite Niels before. Well. Vista, Peso, Super Joff, Reed, Recreate, Sandro, Techno, Willie G Bottle TV. Blue Wolf. I'm going to invite Joey anyway. Why not? He should be here. Matt, get your ass in here, you bitch. Right. And now that that's done, we can go and get our lobby settings. F2, load, yes. Custom grid. Grid editor. Right. Peso needs to go to the top. Okay. Right. I'll just do what I can. Move player up. No. Chalach goes down. Sandro up to P2. Vivota P3. Recreate. There. Niels drops to the back of the grid. Joff is behind Willie. Vista was ahead of Willie and behind Reed. So Peso, Sandro, Vivota, Fox Sound, Recreate Techno, Reed, Vista, Willie, and Joff. Yeah, Matt's not in. And now I should probably actually set the right track. So, everyone is in. I don't think Matt wants to race. So, I believe we pretty much have everyone. I'm disappointed that no one's in the chat. Custom grid safety goes off, collisions on, clear, dry, park, firmate off, corner cutting, stringency off, yes. Race starts manual, ghosting on, flags off, yep. Car setup full. Wonderful. Right. Now that Matt's dead, we can ready up. People are just spamming the ready up button. Classic. Is WG actually on keyboard? To be fair, it wouldn't actually surprise me if he was. Oh, Guardian of Wisdom. What are thou words of wisdom?
If you cut corners well,
No complaints here? Oh, wait, hang on. So, Matt just declined my invite to join as a commentator. I'm very sad. Who's Alex Techno? I don't know any Alex. No, you're Guardian of the Track. Guardian of the Track. Right, so we're just waiting for drivers to load in, load up their setup, all of that. Techno's ready up, so has Joff. To be honest, some people say, oh, you need to wait to be able so that everyone can load their setups, but as far as I'm concerned, it's a skill to be able to get your setup sorted quickly. So if you can't get your setup done quickly, that's your own fault. I tried to translate what Challenge just said. He said, "Koma wai kamawera settings don't ready. Fujiosajikidiffa sefara fajikidiscafada." AKA absolute gold. Okay, so it seems that we've got half the field on soft tires. So, we do tend to see some drivers attempting to murder others on the formation lap, which they're not actually allowed to do. So if someone wants to report them for that, they can. They're more than welcome to report people for it. Actually, no. You know what? It's a strategy. It's a strategy to take out your rival on the formation lap. Oh, wow. It's an absolute bug out. What? What is going on here? Josh trying to squeeze his way through. I do love how people race on the formation map. That's one of the things that makes the corner cutting championship unique. You get like a 1 lap send. You know what? From this race on, after this race, we're going to be introducing points for people who can finish the formation lap at the front. This race it would have been recreate if it wasn't for the fact that, well, if it wasn't for the fact that, well, I haven't told anyone. Fist is saying, ha 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 ha, got you. Look how slow Fist is going. What an absolute dickhead. This is honestly the definition of the game's taken over for him. Right, okay, so. Oh, this start is going to be crazy. How many people do you think are going to crash into turn 1? 3. Okay, 3. The Guardian of the track has said 3. Make sure to send your offerings to the Guardian of the track. Here we go then. We are racing at bar maybe now. Oh, it's a terrible, terrible start from Water. And the Racing Point goes onto the grass in an attempt to avoid. But here we go into turn 1. It's a really bad run from Technovin into T1. And Passo is right on the back of Foxhound, who leads a corner cutting race for the very first time. Remember, he had a racer win robbed of him recently in a different league. That league's shit. That's why Foxhound is now racing here in the corner cutting championship, as Techno's got a decent run on the vote in the background. There is absolute carnage as we make our way down the hill. And oh, Sandro out of nowhere flies past the Red Bull. The voter runs wide on corner exit. This is going to allow Sandro to get very close to that final podium position. Sandro's going to have a look down the inside, but there's going to be no space for him to ascend it. Meanwhile, Reed is actually doing a really good job. He's managed to find a way past a Vista, and then as it run wide, there's some front wing missing from the Racing Point as they run side by side now down towards the left hand as we approach sector 3. Still side by side, and Vista holds on to the position, but he does have damage on that Racing Point as a Foxhound's lost the back end. He's spun around and he will catch it with a 360, but the damage has already been done. And the McLaren drops down to P10 as Niels finds a way past Reed, who ran a little bit wider through the long right-hander. Niels looking for redemption after what was, let's be honest, a very poor result for him in Australia. And oh no, that's Sandro. Sandro's binned it. Sandro's bottled it. He's allowed his car to roll back onto the circuit. And Pesso is scot-free. I don't know what's happened to Joff. He's really far down the order. Again, just really riding that curb on Apex. And it just sends the car out wide. I don't know why he keeps doing this as Techno's bottled it. Oh, dearie me. How has Techno done it there? That's impressive. In fact, Techno has now lost the position to his teammate Reed. That's not something I thought I'd be saying. And Sandro not too far off. And oh no, Reed's run wide. Reed has clattered into the wall. Techno's lost his back end on corner exit. This is going to allow Sandro to get 2 for the price of 1. And the Belgian moves up to P8, but we've got more battling happening up ahead as Recreate down the inside of the double right-hander. Willie GTV will be looking for the wide, the wide line. Not quite able to carry the momentum. He runs onto the gravel. As oh no, Techno's bottled it again. Either way, here comes the Willie. They're side by side with each other through the final corner. They go. Willie gets the job done. Niels finding a way past Vista. But actually, Niels is lagging backwards and forwards. Apparently, Willie is lagging as well. A few people seemingly struggling with their internet. Oh no, Sandro! He bottled it. You can almost sense the tilt from the Williams right now. You can sense how pissed he is. He's actually behind Reed. How bad do you have to be behind Reed 8? Like, for reals, guys. Techno's in the pits from his mediums. He's probably going to put on some soft tires. We're only on lap 3 of 13 here at the Bar Grand Prix as Willie goes down the inside. Room has been left by Fisser. They'll make contact. I think that's just a racing incident, to be fair. Willie did understeer into him. We'll leave it to the stewards, a.k.a. myself, to interview later. And Vista's going to look to get one back on Willie. Goes there down the inside, and you can see Willie running way too wide. And this is going to bring Niels into the equation. Oh no, Vista's run onto the gravel. That's going to compromise him. And now this is all of a sudden a three-way battle for P4. Willie goes defensive. And Niels looks to the outside. Niels actually turning in very late for the corner as Willie has found a way past Fister in the process. This is absolutely fantastic battling here at the Bar Grand Prix. And Willie G plays up into B4. He's 5 seconds behind Recreate as Sandro has retired. Your championship leader has retired from the race. What the fuck has he done? Has he run wide? Oh, he has. He actually bottled it. He fucked his car up. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Willie runs wide through turn 2, and this means Fister's going to be alongside as we make our way into the S's. This is risky to run side by side here, but Willie will slot in and behind. Can he find a way past? He's going to switcheroo down the inside, but is there any way for Fister to find the cutback? Yes, there is. Oh, contact between the two of them, and I think they both have made a mistake to have caused that incident to occur, but again, we'll leave it for the stewards as, oh no, more contact between the two of them. And I think that one was on Willie. But this just means that Niels has been unleashed up into a 4th position. Fister and Willie are going to have to bet. And they're going to be coming out around Techno, actually. Techno's currently 30 seconds behind Reed with less than 10 laps to go. He could honestly catch that because Reed is really shit at this game. Oh, Fister's run wide, and that means that Willie's going to come past. Flies through. Nice and easy does it. But I did say there would be a lot of incidents here at Bahrain, and we saw that your championship leader, Sandro Van Sand, crashing out as, oh, Willie, careful, Willie, no. Is that his wheel gone? No, it's just his entire front wing. Thank God for that. And Willie can now dive on into the pits. Reed's actually missing part of his front wing, and Tekna's closing in by probably around 5 seconds a lap. I think that's more damage to Reed's car. We'll have to see when we get a better shot. There is a lot of damage on the front left side of his wing. Wait, how has Willie jumped ahead of Fister in the pits? Did Willie not repair his front wing? He did. What happened to Fister in the pits? Oh, that's not a good run from Fister, and this is going to be Techno super close. Fister's bottled it, and Fister will drop down to P8. Blue Wolf is really far down the order. Remember, Blue Wolf was leading at one point in the race, and now he is about 10 seconds behind Fister, I want to say. You'll see Blue Wolf making their way into shot very shortly, and there you go. Willie G plays. He is at 10 seconds behind Reed. He should be able to close that down. Recreate on for his first podium of the season. All I'm going to say is these guys are lucky I'm not racing. Otherwise, it would have been an easy win for me. Why is it saying that there's a chat rate and I can't see the chat? Why the hell can I not see the chat? Why is Blue Wolf for mediums? I don't like this. We're on lap 16 of, or lap 6 of 30, not lap 16. Come on, Milky, you can read. Or maybe I can't. Reed has pitted. Reed's pitted from P5. Remember, everyone gets the points no matter where they finish, so even Chelarch will pick up points because he attended the race, and that is worthy of some points at the very least. Blue Wolf 5 seconds behind Fister. I tell you what, he is really pushing right now, is Blue Wolf. Faster lap is currently Peso at 21.0. Peso's faster lap is nearly 2 seconds faster than anyone else's. It's only Foxhound, actually, Blue Wolf, who's in that range with a 22.7 on his previous lap. Tell you what, Techno's closing in on to Willie Gibson, who is 34 seconds behind Nielsen, to be honest. I don't really see either of these guys making any further inroads unless there are some accidents up ahead. Maybe Niels' tyres will start to fall off come the end of the race. But we are in for a P5 battle very shortly. 1.3 currently separating the two ERS drivers. Willy runs on to the gravel on corner exit. And Techno is closer than he has been all race. He'll be within DRS for the second straight. And this is where the pressure starts to build up. And as I say that, take a look at this. Blue Wolf closing on in to Fister. Will we see a dive down into turn one? Surely Blue Wolf is too far back. Fister goes defensive. Moves her back out under braking. And Foxhound gets very close as they make their way up the hill towards turn two. Fister with a slightly defensive line, and Blue Wolf round the outside. Surely he can't pull that off. And of course he can't. But he's actually going to carry a lot of speed on corner exit. Maybe a lunger down into the hairpin possible, but he just yeets over the curb. And down the inside goes a Blue Wolf. Fist is going to be looking for the corner exit. Jobs retired from the session. Not sure what's happened. Oh, Fister! Oh no, Fister. He's lost the rear end. Niels has pitted. Niels is into the pits. I think he knows he's got a big gap to Willy. So he's going to use this as an opportunity to put on a fresh set of boots. Maybe he had some front wing damage. No, he's already out the pit. Oh, Willy just riding on a bit too much gravel, and now Techno will be looking for a move at 4P5, but Willy goes defensive. Techno to the outside. Willy trying to squeeze Techno. They make contact down towards a turn one, and they both run completely wide. That might be one of four the stewards to look at to make their way down towards turn two. Willy squeezing the Nikita Mazepin moves. They're coming out. Willy late on the brakes. And Techno might be able to find the better corner exit as they make their way down now, cutting through the S's. Willy squeezes Techno. And oh no. Is that damage on Techno's car? Look, I'm going to be honest, guys. If Techno reports that, that is definitely a penalty going to Willy. If Techno doesn't report it, then there's no report. What can I say? And now because Niels is pitted, Recreate is using this as an opportunity to pit himself. Actually, Passo's lost a lot of time to Vivota here. But never mind, he's actually pulling the gap back again. Okay, so Blue Wolf is now very close to Techno. We're on lap 9 of 13. We've got 5 laps remaining. Reed has been lapped. In fact, Pass is not too far behind Foxhound at the moment. So I think we've got a battle for P6, and they might even close up to the likes of Willy D plays as well. Recreate some fresh soft tyres. Oh no, Techno, you don't want to cut that part of the track, and that's going to allow Blue Wolf to come up alongside, loses the back end on exit, and Techno reclaims the P6. These two are dropping back from Willy, who is actually closing in on to Niels as Foxhound goes down the inside into the hairpin. But with that tighter line, he just can't carry the momentum. Techno once again reclaims the P6. Side by side now into the long right-hander. And again, Techno's holding on to the position, but Foxhound's going to get a much better run. Techno's on the inside. They're pretty much side by side on exit. But with the wider line, Foxhound able to carry more momentum. They're literally side by side, switching positions all the way down the back straight. But surely, Blue Wolf has a better run through the final corner. Going to have a DRS as well. Willy G plays at 8.5 seconds behind Niels. He is closing in, but is it enough? Nice and early on the brakes from Blue Wolf, but that's going to allow him to sweep past as Techno outbrakes himself. And Blue Wolf is it clear up into P6. Tell you what, Willie is closing in at a very quick rate to Niels. Might still have some late drama here at the Sakhir circuit, or the Sack track, I should say. Willie G, or Niels, I didn't see what his last lap was. Oh, Willie's. Lap 11 of 13, 3 laps remaining here at Bahrain. Watch Willie, you proud. Shelly game crash. Mr. Bottle in entry, not Willie. As I said, if they want to report it, I'll take a look. Otherwise, it's fair game. Passes has this race in the bag. Willie still 7 seconds behind Niels. Niels actually starting to push now. But when people start to push, this is when they can make mistakes. And if Niels has a spin, if he does run wide, it's going to bring Willie a lot closer. 23 coming through from Niels. We'll see what it is for Willie. 23.5. So pretty much identical lap times from the pair of them. And I think this race is pretty much done and dusted now. 1.5 more laps remaining. Passo is about to start his final lap of the race. I'm not quite sure who that is ahead. I think that's Techno. No, it's not. I don't know who that is ahead. Is that... Oh, it's Blue Wolf. It is actually Blue Wolf. Well, the final standings will pretty much be Pesso from Vavo to recreate, Niels, Willie, Blue Wolf, Techno, Reed, Vista, Joff, Sandro, and Chelot. This is subject to change after driver reports that come through. But we will have to wait and see if that is the case. Techno has just got past... wait. Ooh, we have a battle. Well, Pez is going to come through the final corner and pick up the win. And he's actually just going to wait for Bravota. He's already crossed the line, but let's take a look at this. Because Techno on the final lap of the race is closing on in to Reed HD. Niels is here as well. Oh, contact between the two of them. That is not what Techno would have wanted. This is full position. Last lap of the race. Everything or nothing. Reed runs wide, and that's going to bring Techno right up onto the rear wing of his teammate, Multi-21 Seb. Oh, contact between the two of them as they put the power down. Reed actually picking up a DRS from Niels up ahead. Can Techno find a way through? Surely he can. Or trying to find the undercut. Actually forces slot in behind once again. He's got 2 more corners left where he can really make a move. And oh, they both run wide. And Reed's just on the gravel more. That's going to allow Techno to sweep it through. And I think Techno has got this in the bag, but Techno is actually going to allow... Wait, never... Wait. Are they on different laps? I don't know. Techno's going to finish in the pits. But there you go. that rounds things up. So I guess we could do some interviews, to be honest. Reed stuck behind Techno, but that is the race done and dusted. Are they putting on wets to complete the race? No, it's just Reed. Reed's putting on wets, not Techno. Fair enough. I guess we could do interviews. It was Peso from Vivota from Recreate. Right, there we go. Pretty goddamn Mazepin. True. I actually called Willie Mazepin on circuit. Well, Niels takes the unofficial win. I feel like we should ban Reed for this. Okay, these two want to battle on wet tires. These two are going to battle on wet tires. And Reed is really struggling, so is Techno. Oh, this is going to be entertaining to end the race. Oh no, don't go over the curb, that's bad. Reed, that's a late dive down the inside. Can Techno get onto the power? Well, he can, but not very well. Oh, Techno carrying too much speed on the wets. These guys are really struggling. Oh, dearie, dearie me. I'm going to have a chewy sweetie. Techno's still waiting up for Reed here. Reed's going to try to hit Techno. Yeah, I thought so. Of course he would. He's going to lose a wheel. How did he not lose a wheel there? Well, I guess Michael lost a wheel. I don't think Reed saw Techno's car. But either way, that finally brings the race to a close. Nice wheel. Really trying to get that Pirelli advertisement through, isn't it? Niels is not driver of today. The game can go fuck itself. Right. I just need to get the actual screen up. There we go. Pesto took the race win ahead of Vivota and Recreate, and to be honest, I can't remember where anyone else finished. I don't really care. Sorry, guys. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, that wraps up today's race. We're going to be back next week for more corner karting action. Where are we heading? I hear you guys ask. I'm not sure. China. We're going to China. Wow. That should actually be pretty cool. If anyone wants to sign up, you can do. Links in the description. Okay, fine. These guys want an interview. People want an
Hello,
interview,
Mr.
so
Milky.
I shall provide.
Hello. This is why my mother.
I do not.
I
No,
actually,
you love the mother.
I actually called you Mazepin in the race before you even went.
Did you like
Oh,
the
Milky,
Milky start and then
Nintendo
binning
turned it on me then, Milky.
What happened to you, Blue Wolf? You were leading. It was all going so
I
well.
know,
and
yeah.
then-
My fucking setup is so shit.
So, Milky, we found out Techno likes to turn in on me at Bahrain.
We found out Techno likes to sleep at the formation lap and the start.
Milky, you missed it when I took out Chile.
Pessa, what happened to you? I swear you lost like 5 seconds on one lap.
I won quickly, man.
Turn 1.
Turn
Okay.
one.
I mean,
Vota was like, hey, I can win my first race, he's banned. No, he can't.
Milky, valid question. Is resetting the track allowed?
That's not something I can really enforce.
Yes, I'm safe.
But what if you actually have evidence of someone resetting to track?
I haven't put it in the rules, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. I am
How
a
were those
genius.
wet tires?
Oh, they were fun.
Yeah.
Very fun. What's it
Yeah,
called?
I also won because he binned it. So
Can I
I
see
mean, the
your?
race had already ended, so.
yeah, but I
Techno,
won
may I
the
see
more
your-
victory against Techno.
Techno,
I
may
am
you
the num.
see
I'm getting Verstappen next race.
Techno, I need to see our whole battle. It was great.
Milky just laughing
Vista,
under his
what
breath.
did you make of WG's atrocious defending?
Hold on. We don't
Sorry,
do that.
Just for this, I'm just gonna mute WG just so he can't say anything.
classic.
Sam's asking who won. Oh, nice of you to show up now, Sam.
Yeah,
I
fuck's
won.
sake, Sam.
I won, Sam. I actually won.
No.
Yeah, Reed actually did win.
Define winning.
The moral victory.
Yeah, I'm the #1 driver for Red Bull for the next race. So I'm getting Verstappen next race.
Nice. Right. I'm actually going to end the stream. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll be back next week for China and
Don't
Can I do
watch
my
me.
work?
cut some fucking corners.